Shan spices are the manufacturer of different food-specific spices like masala, chole masala, aloo paratha masala, etc. Mr. Raghav, the owner of the company, has created different departments for purchase, production, marketing, finance, and human resource. There are 30 employees working in the organization. Planning is of paramount importance to the company as Mr. Raghav believes that effective planning leads to achievement of organizational objectives. So in order to make employees focus on the objective, he issued instructions that during working hours only official matters will be discussed. He made certain rules and code of conduct for the employees to follow, according to which employees are not allowed to visit and talk to employees of other departments except for official work. He emphasized on work performance, which resulted in smooth functioning of the organization. The question stands part A. Identify and state the type of organization mentioned above and one feature of the concept identified above. Third question. What was the purpose behind formulation of rules for the employees that restricted their personal communication with the employees of other departments?
The question stands first of all in identifying the type of structure which is mentioned in the above paragraph. Now, from the features which is apparent there, it's quite obvious that gossips, communications between different organizational positions are prevented and employees are always allowed to task or talk on only the official matters. No interpersonal communication between the employees during the official working hours is permitted. Now all the features actually crop up into the result of formal organization. So the answer for this question in the first part is definitely the formal organization. Now what is in fact formal organization? If we define precisely, the formal organization signifies a network and arrangement of job positions and activities deliberately and intentionally created to achieve the organizational goals. जो organization structure हम लोग deliberately create करते हैं, which is intentionally created with some definite goals. I have a goal, I have to achieve this objective. With that achievement of the objective goal, definitely the type of organization which I am deliberately and intentionally in a pre-planned manner creating in order to achieve that goals with precise network relationship of communication and structure is called formal organization. The second part of the concept envisage out to create such an organization, what are the benefits which are normally fashioned out. The benefits of organization or formal organization are many, as we can call out to be the advantages. First of all, role clarity. Secondly, unity of command, perfectly followed. Thirdly, concise working relationship. Fourthly, job descriptions and official lines of communication. And last one, fixation of responsibility. So that is done. Now if we go into the discussion of the advantages, in the formal organization, definitely the roles of the different positions are perfectly defined. Everyone knows what is to be done, who is going to report to whom is going to communicate to whom, and ultimately all the job relations are precisely defined. That is why it is called out to be role clarity. Unity of command is perfectly followed. When a boss is particularly ordering, he is ordering out to his own subordinate only. No overlapping of orders, no overlapping of incidents is permitted. So absolutely the subordinates are getting perfect orders from his concerned boss only. So there is no ambiguity, no confusion on the part of superiors or on the part of subordinates. Concise working relationship. One organization becomes an absolute concrete whole. The boss, the employees, together they communicate. Each one of them knows their roles, duties and responsibilities. Hence, everyone, every unit, every department functions as a concise whole. Job description and official lines of communication. जो communication हो रहा है, perfect lines of communication are easily determined. So whenever this sort of communication is taking place, you can easily chalk out the route in which order, in which direction the communication is actually moving on. And lastly, fixation of responsibility made possible, since in most of the cases the communication is through written medium. Whenever I am directing, giving any orders to my subordinates, to my colleagues, everything is in the written format. So whenever there is a written format or written record, ultimately there occurs a record of all the sorts of communication. So whenever we want to communicate, the responsibility is fixed. This you have told, that you have told. Ultimately that person can be penalized or held responsible for the orders and instructions which he has issued and for the functions which he has performed. So that is the advantage of following out formal organization structure. We get job clarity, we get description of the job, we get the responsibilities, and finally it results in the creation of absolute organization structure, a concrete one, a validated one. The third part of the question was telling out why is the emergence of formal organization solicited. Formal organization is the basic criteria for every organization or for every enterprise. Informal organization do exist, but unless and until formal organization is created, persons are meant to occupy different positions, spay out the responsibilities of different positions. In that cases, informal organization cannot grow on. Informal organization has various sort of demerits, though it has some merits also, as we say that it supplements the deficiencies of the formal organization, but however, absolute reliance on informal organization is not solicited. Because informal organization results in spreading of rumors, it breaks out the backbone of the organization and ultimately results in counter rumors which are also detrimental to the interest of the organization. So mainly to cater out, mainly to prevent the emergence of informal organization, definitely the formal organization outgrowth is solicited. So these are three parts of the question which we are coming in around.